everyone. The Knicks tonight winning at the Pacers 128-115. Time now for our Audi MSGA 150 final. The fastest 150 seconds in the National Basketball Association. We got Toronto at Philly. The former Nick Emmanuel quickly. 23 points, went 4 of 8 from downtown. 3 minutes left. Toronto's up 2. Scotty Barnes pulling up and hitting 2 of his 33. 150 left. Philly's down 3. Tyrese Maxey only 5 points in the game. That's his first field goal of the game. We're tied at 103. Philly down 2, 13 seconds left. Joel Embiid has a wide open 3, decides to dribble and turns it over. Oh boy. Embiid had the shot, decided to try to get it closer and turned it over. After 1 free throw by the Raptors, Sixers down 3. Maxey 4-3, looking for OT, no. Philly's now lost 13 out of 18 as the Raptors win 106-103. Second quarter for the Bulls, outscored 37-11 against the Pistons. They went 1 of 23 from 3 in the first half. The Bulls trailed 71-29 at the half. The 42 points is tied for the largest halftime deficit in team history. The other time they trailed by 42 at the half, October of 2018, that's when Klay Thompson had 14 threes and the Warriors scored 92 points in the first half. The Pistons beat Chicago tonight 132-92. What a disaster for Chicago tonight. Meantime, last night, Nikola Jokic for Denver against Portland. How did he do that? DeAndre Ayton is right there, and that's a fall away into the bench. My word. Jokic had 40. Denver won 146-117. They've won 7 in a row since losing here to the Knicks in New York. Last night, San Antonio beat Washington by 10. Identical twins. Justin Champagnie plays for Washington. Julian plays for San Antonio. Justin over Julian. Take that. Julian starts to laugh. Justin had 14 points in the loss. Maybe one twin saying to the other, I think mom likes me better than she likes you. Or something like that. Saturday, Brown played Columbia. Focus on the cameraman. Spot shout out for emphasis. Okay, the first situation, a little bit dicey. Poor guy gets worse. How much worse? This much worse. Not funny. I think 4. Hopefully he's okay. We think he is. And that's your MSG 150 presented by Audi. We'll continue on the postgame show after this. Be back with you from the corner 3 with the Knicks winning tonight 128-115. 128-115. So as you take a look at the standings, Pacers with a win tonight would have been what, Alan? Within
3 games back.
3.
Yeah. That's why when you go head to head, it's a 2-game swing. You got to win those games. Knicks extend their lead over the Pacers to 5 in the loss column.
Yeah, so that's obviously important as the Knicks bounce back after losing to the Celtics on Saturday. Back now from the corner 3, presented by Michelob Ultra Superior Light Beer. You know who was superior tonight? Off the bench. The bench completely from Shamet and Payne. And how about Deuce McBride, a plus 25 with 15 points?
He was outstanding. He came in that game, hit 3 big threes with no Jalen Brunson, struggling a little bit. The Knicks needed every bucket they could get, and Deuce McBride was ready to go. His defense was really good, too. This is a team that, you know, they can score. And Deuce goes out there, known for his defense, and ball was moving. And, you know, that's a fun gym to shoot in, that field house there. It's a good shooter's gym.
How's the lighting there, Wally? Good lighting?
Very good lighting, very good crowd, very good atmosphere. And as a road team, it's a nice feeling to go in there and get a big-time win. Deuce McBride, really good at 15 points off the bench.
You know, he's also another one of these guys that coming off a bad game, it didn't affect him whatsoever. What you liked about him in this game is he came in shooting. Mm-hmm. He did not hesitate. He got to his spots. He was quick with his release. I mean, those are the things that are impressive about, as we're seeing, the maturation process of Deuce McBride becoming a valuable bench player for this Knicks team. So, again, the Knicks this season have really proven that off of a bad game, they have responded and responded well and collectively. And that's what we saw in this game, not just from a guy like Karl-Anthony Towns or Josh Hart, but also from Deuce McBride.
Yeah.
Another good game in terms of Knicks tonight, Precious Achiuwa.
Yeah.
Tied Towns for team high rebounding honors with 12, also had 9 points. And we talked about this. When Achiuwa starts like he did tonight in place of OG Anunoby, he often is close to a double-double.
And again, mentioned another guy that really struggled against Boston, and another guy that bounced back and didn't let it bother him. He just was ready to play in this game. And You can't say enough about how he has filled in whenever he is needed. If it's Karl-Anthony Towns who had to sit out a game or a couple of games, he has stepped up and has played in that role. OG Anunoby now has been out. Achua stepping up, playing in that role, more of the 4 spot. These are the different things that he always says. His versatility is something that I think Achua is very proud of. Whatever you need from me, that's what he can provide. And that's, again, another one of the examples of resiliency on this team. A guy that had a bad game against Boston and didn't let it linger.
And he likes games with pace. You know, when teams play fast, Precious Achua is fine with that. He's so athletic. He can play different positions. Yep. He really thrives against teams like Indiana, who come in with waves of different guys coming off the bench. He can guard different guys. It doesn't matter.
He was bigger than almost everybody else they brought in at the 4, right?
Exactly, and that's the thing. He can play down if you need him to play down, and he can guard up if you need him to guard up. And when you let him play a lot of possessions, he's going to compile rebounds, especially. Mm-hmm. He's going to find ways to get offensive rebounds, little putbacks here and there, which Josh Hart also did. So another big-time performance. Precious Achua is always ready for however minutes he gets to produce.
All right, role players coming up big, including Payne. We've touched on him. 9 points, 8 assists. Here he is now after the game.
Cameron, long stretch for you in the third quarter, fourth quarter, running the offense. What was your approach with Brunson on the bench in foul trouble?
Just to be super solid. Make sure we got into our sets. Just make sure everything kept running properly while he was out. Push the pace, and, man, just keep being myself out there.
37 assists, a lot of those on back cuts. What does that say to the movement, the ball movement tonight?
Nah, we did well. 37 assists is big time. We just tried to converge the defense, get in the paint, and tried to find the cutters, and they was there and they was open tonight.
In the preseason, Tid's talked a lot about what he wanted to see from you, Shamet, and Deuce, just the kind of pace you guys could play with. Obviously, his injury kind of derailed that, but in camp, are you guys kind of starting to build a little bit of chemistry?
For sure. Just a little bit. We were all new, we still learn each other. But no, it was big time in the preseason. We all played together all preseason, so it was pretty nice to get us back out there tonight. And Lambeau, shout out Lambeau, he played good tonight.
All right, so you had good games from Shamet and McBride and Payne. Also want to point out that Indiana went only 9 of 31 from 3. 3-point defense has been a problem for the Knicks. Yeah. In fact, they're dead last in the league in that category. But the Pacers shot only 29% from downtown.
That was a good job. And a guy like Nesmith, he thrives on those corner threes. He didn't get many looks from that corner 3. I don't think the Knicks were in rotations that often. They were able to control the pick and roll. Normally, Halliburton's flying off those screens. He's breaking down the defense. Ball's flying all over the place. Knicks are in scramble mode, but tonight the Knicks really adjusted their pick and roll defense and did a good job.
All right, so the Knicks win at 128-115. Cat with 40 and 12.
Brunson, 3 on the shot clock. Puts it in. It's another 3. He's got 4. Count it and a foul. It's been a 20 from the captain.
We are wrapping up the Knicks postgame show. Tomorrow night, Knicks back at it at home against Atlanta. And then it's the All-Star break. Pre-game at 7, game at 7:30. You can also stream our coverage on MSG Plus, now in the Gotham Sports app. Up next here on MSG, it's a better half hour. Knicks win at the Pacers tonight, 128-115. Josh Hart had 30. Jalen Brunson, a season-low 8, but it didn't matter because the Knicks got help from everyone, including Karl-Anthony Towns and Payne. And the Knicks get back out of the win column. We'll talk to you tomorrow night, everybody.